Hey everyone, welcome to my guide to the Storm's Crown Extreme. Before you start this fight, having light parties and spread positions set is really important. We used this spread macro and had light party 1 on the left side and light party 2 on the right side. The fight begins with Void Aero 4, a raid wide AoE that will be casted multiple times throughout the fight, especially in the first phase after every mechanic. After every Void Aero, another smaller AoE will follow up a few seconds after that is not indicated anywhere on the boss. Savage Barbariccia is one of the two mechanics that the first phase resolves around. The boss will indicate to you where she will throw her sword, which will explode shortly after. While showing that, she will be either standing, indicating a donut AoE, or she will be kneeling, indicating a line AoE where she's facing, kinda like E11S if you happened to know that fight. After that, she will use Hair Raid, grabbing her sword with her hair. If she's kneeling here, she will zoom towards the sword and cleave the entire room, except left and right of her. If she stays standing still, it will be the same as before, she will just stand still and do a donut AoE around her. This mechanic will either be paired with a light party soak, or a party spread. Whether she is kneeling and we stack, or she's standing and we stack, or she's kneeling and we spread, or she's standing and we spread is completely random. Every combination should be solvable with the light party stack positions and the spread positions from the macro. This will always happen twice in a row, and always the opposite of what was done first will happen second. So if she stood first with a donut AoE, she will kneel and zoom second. If you had stacks first, you will have spread second. She finishes all that off with a Void Aero 4, so make sure the party is healed after the mechanic. Void Aero 3 is a tank buster that leaves a wind damage up debuff on the target, forcing a tank swap. Teasing Tangles is the second big mechanic of phase 1 and draws two players into a circle and tangles you to the center with her hair, causing you to be slowed. If you attempt to leave the circle, you will get drawn back in and receive damage and a debuff. Also, 4 players will get AoEs around them, 2 players will get a stack circle, and 2 players will receive nothing. At the same time, she will cleave all cardinals, followed by a cleave on every player. You might ask, how we get out of this hairy situation? You might ask how we get out of this hairy situation, but resolving this is rather simple. If you can, keep sprint for this, it will make it way easier. The stack circles have to be taken with a person of an adjacent hair prison. So what we do is, if you have a stack, you move clockwise. If you don't have anything, you move counterclockwise. Alternatively, you could always take the stacks at 1 and 3. Both work super fine. AoEs adjust to their prison inmates and make sure to stay spread after. If you resolve this mechanic correctly, you will survive, and another Void Aero 4 transitioning you into the second phase. The boss will disappear for a couple seconds and crash back into the arena, dealing heavy damage, so make sure to be healed up and mitigate properly. All the supports will get tethered immediately after, causing the boss to jump at you and throwing a delayed punch. This is super forgiving to dodge, and supports just pre-position before the transition into basic spreads to make this really easy. Make sure to avoid getting clipped by the floor AoEs as a shared tank buster is coming up, and after that a bunch of more line AoEs will go off that you can just ignore and stack in the middle for it. Here in the middle you will bait puddles in the center that are really huge, and move back into your basic spread positions after that. Now all supports will get a 2 stack marker again, and DPS just rotate clockwise to resolve them. Now the DPS will get the punchy tethers that have to be dodged, and the boss starts to tumult, punching the floor multiple times that requires healing and mitigation. We stack up at her behinds for this, as afterwards there will be baited puddles again that we can just bait clockwise around her. After we finish the baits, the party gets a shared stack marker that we will take south, and both tanks will get flare markers and bring them northeast and northwest. Make sure not to get knocked out of the stage, as you will get wind bitten, dealing heavy damage over time. Another set of tethers and hair jail after. During this hair jail, she will send out little green tornadoes that have to be dodged, or they will knock you up and kill. I don't even know if they kill you, they just knock you up and it's really annoying, so just try to dodge them as best as you can. You will cast a dynamo in a chariot during this, and in the end of this mechanic you have to end up in 2-person soaks again, so be split from your inmate. It will always be 2 inmates with circles and 2 inmates with nothing in the same prison. So either go left or go right. After that, she will start tumulting again, so healers be ready and mitigate as much as possible. Stage will transform again and supports go into basic spread positions. Now everyone will get a PlayStation symbol above their heads. As supports have pre-positioned already, DPS just go find the support with the same symbol and stack with them. Now you will get tangled together in a mini prison, forcing you to dodge together and spread after. Now she will just repeat phase 1 mechanics in the same manner as phase 1. Savage Barbary, tether there, stand still, be kneeled, either stack or spread. All the same things from P1, just don't overthink it, it's exactly the same. Another raid wipe and a forced tank swap, and now another set of PlayStation symbols will appear. We do it just like the first PlayStation mechanic, where healers and tanks pre-position and DPS go find their according partner. Just this time around we have to resolve stacks of 2. To avoid confusion, we have the healer stack with the tank and DPS with the DPS. Here you just try to not move out of the jail from your partner so you don't get like drawn back in and get damage. And try not to stack in the stack that you don't belong in, so you don't create like a 3-2 or a 3-1 scenario and you'll let your partner die. Another Savage Barbary, just like in phase 1, just the other pattern that she didn't do before. After you resolve that, the boss will transition into the Wind Arena again. Here the boss will do 0 new mechanics, she will just rearrange the existing mechanics from the second phase, making it look way more scary than it is, to be honest. It starts off in the exact same manner, tethers on supports and you have to dodge the little punchy thingy, but now she will tumult immediately after. So we go stack on her butt, bait the circles clockwise again, and then we have to stack middle for the giant AoE base from before. After that we go into our basic spread positions again, do not overlap damage. Then the boss will do a Dynamo Chariot combination that we simply dodge in or out and in. And then she will knock back us into another spread. Another set of tethers, and she will start sending out green tornadoes during it, while stones are crumbling down from above. There will be line AoEs on the floor, and dynamos and chariots, and the ceiling is crumbling down. Here you just have to dodge however and wherever you want, it's all personal dodging. Just make sure to kinda end up on C-ish, as there will be another party stack and tanks get another flare marker at the end of this. The phase ends with another tumult, and the boss will transform the arena again, repeating phase 3 in a 1-to-1 fashion before enraging. Thank you for watching, I hope this was helpful to all of you, and if you don't want to miss more of my guides, subscribe to my channel. There will be future Savage guides coming out next week when the new tier drops. I appreciate all of your support, and have fun raiding.